Good morning from the Coles parking lot. I feel like a lot of these videos are gonna start here because by the time I get here I'm ready and I've eaten, I'm ready, grocery shopping. I have another 2 days off from work and that means that we are going to do some exploring. I will say I'm quite tired, so I don't know how much exploring we'll do. Last week I worked 75 hours. Now technically I was hired for 38 a week, which means that I did pretty much double a full-time work week in 1 week. Also, I don't actually have a campsite booked for tonight yet. And last weekend, when we were on the trip, when we were going to see places and doing things, people in Perth could see whales off the coast in the water. So I am really hoping that even though I am a little bit more south, I will still be going to the beach and hopefully see some whales. I think we would have to be extremely lucky, but I think if I can, I'll still try and put the drone up just to like see if we can spot some. That would be so freaking cool. And I think the furthest place is the place that I'm going to first, just so we can make our way back. And then tomorrow we won't have as much as a long drive back. It's all pretty close together. I think 20 minutes between the furthest point and the closest point that I want to see. But anyways, I think the first spot is via the rocks. Something about rocks and I think a natural spa pools thing. But yeah, we'll just see what there is to do and see, and then if not, spend all day on the beach. I have made it to Yallingup rocks. I don't think that's how you're saying it, but the whole reason I came here is for Yallingup natural spa. I saw it on Instagram and it looked gorgeous, and apparently it's something that I marked down as wanting to visit. So I think it's time to go for a little walk and bring all of my stuff and see what we can find. This color does not look real. Like, what? So the pool behind me is the one that I wanted to go to. Now don't get me wrong, it is pretty. You've got the rocks, you've got the pools, you've got stunning beach views. The watercolor is amazing, but I don't know. I kind of expected something different, so I'm gonna continue on and see what else we can find today. It is so boiling hot, but look at that watercolor, that is unreal. It was pretty, but I don't know if it's because it's high tide maybe, or I don't know. I kind of expected something different. Not sure what I expected, but just different. The weather is turning horrible. Ahead of me, like behind me, blue skies, nothing wrong with it. In front of me, very dark skies. Do I know where I am? Not exactly. It's saying Smith's Beach. Don't know if it's true. It looks like there might be a viewing platform from here, so I'm gonna check it out. If it's nothing, if I can't reach the beach, I might continue on. But if I can reach the beach from here, that'd be perfect. But I'm first gonna go out onto the lookout point and see. Maybe it's not even a lookout point, maybe it's the way to get to the beach, but we're gonna check it out. That seems to be the place to get to the beach. I'm gonna drive down the road in a little bit, but first enjoy the view because this is absolutely stunning. I think that's another way to get to the beach. As stunning as the beach is, it's not the warmest, but I figured I could just chill here. I've got comfortable car seats and this is my view. Look at that! Stunning, absolutely stunning. Have I been enjoying the view? Absolutely. Have I been enjoying the beach? Absolutely not. I could not make it out of this car. I am beyond tired, and I knew I said I wasn't gonna complain anymore, but I am too tired to do anything. So I've actually just been reading and relaxing in my car with this gorgeous view. And despite thinking that I wasn't gonna check in until after reception had closed, I think I might actually head to the campsite now, set up camp. There's a beach I think 20 minutes away from where I'm staying overnight, so I might go to the beach there for sunset. But I think once I get to the campsite, I will put up the tent and just chill in the rooftop tent, read a bit, maybe sleep for a bit, I don't know, but I desperately need sleep. Good morning from the rooftop tent. Sure, this is not a good look, but it was so cold. It's not quite the weather for camping yet, but oh well. The plan for today is to go to Busselton, especially the Busselton jetty. I'm very curious about that, and I think you can walk all the way to the end. There is also a train, but I think I'll just walk it. And at the end there's an aquarium underwater, which I think is very cool, but I also think is very overpriced, so I don't think we'll be doing that. Hopefully we'll get to do some beach time as well, and then before going back to the farm, I am stopping off in Rockingham because I need to do grocery shopping again, like properly grocery shopping this time for like the rest of the week and a half maybe. I don't know when I'll get a day off again. We've made it to the Busselton jetty. It's not open yet, so nobody should be on it. I wanted to put up the drone, but sadly the drone doesn't have that much power, so we'll see how far we can fly it. It's only got 1 out of 4 lights flickering, so it's pretty much empty, but the jetty looks so ridiculously long. I think it's over 1 kilometer long. The jetty stretches right out into the bay. It is stunning, stunning waters, and you can either walk it like I'm doing or take a little train. I forgot to check how much the train was, but it's just 2 kilometers, so if you are not having difficulty walking, just walk to the end. Like I said earlier, there is an observatory at the end. I think I read $45, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I'm not doing that, but I'm still gonna walk to the end and check it out. I'm like 99.9% sure I just saw a manta ray. Very cool. I saw something moving. It was definitely not a turtle, and it was way bigger than a fish. So, and it's not a shark. Very cool. Alright, I am in fact not nearly there. I am halfway there. I just saw a sign on the floor saying, yay, halfway. And I was like, I thought I was almost there. A little bit more to go. I guess just under 1 kilometer then. I feel like my mood has improved significantly from yesterday. It is sunny. It was sunny yesterday, but like I slept a little bit. I ate quite a bit. Life is good again. I mean, give me one day tomorrow where I'll be back at work and I'll be done again, but today at least is a very good day. No wheels now. Apparently you can usually see whales from down here. The best time to go is August, not right now in September, so I'm a little bit too late. But they catch them on the cameras and put them on the Facebook pages. So that's, I guess, how you can check if they have seen whales here in the last few days, but apparently they haven't. That's too bad, but I'm not giving up. I hope to see one at least sometime this year. In my opinion, well worth the $5 you need to spend to come on here, especially if you can see whales. Alright, Alright, that was lovely and relaxing. However, it is time to head to Rockingham because I want to give the people of the phone store the option to look at my phone however long they need, and it is a 2-hour drive there. I think I mentioned this at the start of the video, but I told myself that I had to do a month here before I could quit, which means that after this weekend, if I really don't want to stay, I can quit. I mean, I can quit at any time, but for me personally, I felt like I had to do a month there.